Welcome, welcome. We are going to. This is MoWonHae Radio. I'm your DJ for the middle of the night tonight, DJ Monni, and we're gonna start off with Night View by Monster X. Since we're in the middle of the night. 음악에만 flow wave 그저 자연스럽게 너를 놓으면 돼 Throw it away 넌이 도시에 소음을 모두 잊은 채 약간의 cool 의미 없는 말들도 wanna talk with you 어울리는 듯해 조명은 무지금 all I want 하늘은 beautiful like a waterfall Should we dance on the moonlight Should we dance on the moonlight 비유하잖아 슈퍼카 빠르게 속도를 레이프하면 green light yellow 속도를 줄이면 시동 걸리지 I'm ready for the red light vroom 소음을 뚫고 나가 yeah 볼륨 키워 원하는 걸 골라봐 yeah 웬만하면 묵직한 베이스로 섹시하게 궁금하면 why not that girl Let's play it cool 의미 없는 말들도 wanna talk with you 어울리는 듯해 조명은 무지금 all I want 하늘은 beautiful like a waterfall Should we dance on the moonlight shining like a waterfall Should we dance on the moonlight shining like a waterfall Should we dance on the moonlight Jimmy Bird 가와도 will be mine 아직 못한 얘긴 내일에 내일도 I'll be waiting always Should we dance on the moonlight Should we dance on the moonlight Should we dance on the moonlight Welcome again, everyone, to MoWonHae Radio. I'm your DJ Monni, or also known as my K-Shopper. Middle of the night now in Korea. It is November 12th, 2021, and it's 12:22 a.m. right now. So yeah, it's gonna be quiet and calm because we're in the middle of the night. But also, this is the loudest I could play the music. So I was like gesturing to you guys if you could hear it okay, but maybe I'm not sure if you guys got my hand message. It's okay, but I assume you guys heard the music okay, right? It was okay. So do let me know if the volume was okay, but that's the loudest I could play it though. But I want to assume it was okay. But welcome everyone. And yes, it was Night View by Monster X because we're in the middle of the night. And also, this should not be a long radio show because the mood sampler number 2 was so short. So we're going to talk about that very, very soon. Let me greet you guys first. So Stephanie, hi again. Very, very. I really think at some point you won't be able to join the live, but you still have been for like the past few lives so far. So I'm very impressed. That's all I have to say. So welcome, Stephanie. And Ashley's here. Ashley, I should not be surprised anymore that you can join us quite often. So welcome, as always, Ashley. Stephanie says, I'm on my way home from getting my glasses. The new power is so strong, it's almost blurry. Are you sure this new power is okay for you? But I hope it's okay for you. Surely your optometrist knows what he or she is doing, but hope your new glasses you'll get used to it. Okay. Stephanie says shining like a waterfall. That's right. Joey is here. Of course, like I mean, yes, Joey. I would assume you would be here. So welcome, Joey. She says, hey, hi everyone. Hello, DJ Mommy. You too. Hi, Joey. Um, Stephanie also said hi, Joey, and Stephanie says this is one of my favorite songs of the album. I also love Guess Who. I also love Guess Who, but that is not appropriate for a nighttime music. But next time, one day, I will definitely play Guess Who as well. Joey says hello, Steph. Good morning to you, and then Nance, glad you're here. Hi, Nance. And then Stephanie says, oh, like long time no see, Nancy. And then Stephanie says, yeah, it sounded too quiet at the very beginning, but then it got better. Oh, okay. So this is the loudest I could play it, but then I brought the speaker closer to the mic. I wondered if that was okay or not, but glad to know that that made it better. So great to hear. Sarah is here. I'm so glad you're here. She says, hi, guys, and hi, Sarah. Welcome, everyone. I'm glad we have good timing right now in the middle of the night for me. And thankfully, I'm not tired. I was tired a few hours ago, but then something happened on Midnight Idol that shocked me. So I'm going to talk about that after we talk about the mood sampler of what happened on Midnight Idol a few hours ago. So let's talk about the mood sampler. If you haven't seen it yet, it's okay because we're going to see it together again now, but it might be hard to see. So I do recommend if you haven't seen it already, go see it on your own and then come back. But let's watch it together. It's legit 15 seconds long. It says here 17 seconds. It's like 15 seconds, you know? So, anyways, let's watch it together. 1 second. Yeah, it's hard to see. Was that even 15 seconds? It felt like 10. Yeah. So that was mood sampler number 2. Compared to number 1, this is all my personal opinion, but I would love to know you guys' thoughts, no matter if you agree with me or not. So, mood sampler number 1, I felt was so impactful, even though it was only 30 seconds long. I was so impressed with it. So that's why if you guys saw my radio show about that, I really liked mood sampler number 1. But now mood sampler number 2, I mean, before watching it, you could see how long it is, and it was like 15 seconds, and I'm like, why is it so short? But then I started watching it, and I was like, first off, the first thing you see, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but it's the first thing I noticed. They're wearing cowboy hats. Now, I mean, there's nothing wrong with wearing cowboy hats, of course not, but I personally don't think it's a very good look. Just my personal opinion. I mean, sure. I mean, maybe I also think it's not a very fashionable item. I guess in that sense. So like seeing them all wear cowboy hats, sadly, I'm not a fan of it. So now I'm worried with concept photos number 3 and 4 have them wearing cowboy hats. So they are wearing almost everything that I don't like. So sad. I'm not into tech wear. Like I could deal with tech wear more than cowboy hats at least. So I can deal with it, but I'm not a fan of it. But then cowboy hats, I really can't deal with it. I'm not a fan of it. If you guys like it, that's really great, okay? But sadly, not for me. So yeah, that was the first thing when I saw that. I'm like, I don't know what to say about this concept, but of course I will get used to it, of course. But just so far, it's everything I don't like. But just what can we do? So anyways, at first, based on concept photos number 1 and 2, I was thinking, and then I think you guys were agreeing with me that it seemed like a race car concept feel, and then actually maybe it's like a cowboy concept feel. I don't know anymore, like a rodeo kind of concept going on. I don't know anymore, guys. I don't know. So sadly, moves number 2, it was not only not very impactful, and not like how it was with number 1, but the concept, I'm not feeling it. So I'm not sure what they're doing. Like a Western feel, I guess. I mean, was the Rush Hour movie like a Western feel or something? But that's more like Wild Wild West, not Rush Hour. If you guys are you guys too young to know Wild Wild West? I hope you guys know the movie Wild Wild West. But then yeah, so it gave me that feeling if they're going that route. But I don't know. I don't know, guys. So yeah, so that's all my thoughts on it. We'll see later how the music video will look and the future concept photos. But sadly, I'm might be everything I don't like, but it's okay. I'm still gonna love Monster X no matter what concept they do. Of course not. I mean, the thing is like I can't deal with Gion's pink hair if he ever gets pink hair. We already talked about that in depth. But yeah, but there are other things I also don't like, and cowboy hats is one of them. or like the whole Western style in general. I'm not a fan of it in general. Yeah. So I'm ready to hear if you guys disagree with me. If you want to convince me that it's a good concept, please feel free to try and convince me. So I'll go ahead and read your comments now. Okay, so Melissa is here. Welcome, Melissa. Long time no see. Also because right now the time zones at this time works for you, so welcome. Random loser, but I don't want to call you a loser. I'm gonna call you random, but I remember you. Super long time no see, random. Oh my goodness. Nothing in this world could have prepared me for a yeehaw concept. Yeah, yeehaw. Yeah, that just made me laugh. That phrase, yeehaw concept. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, random. Yeah, I'm feeling the same. So I wonder if you feel the same as same as me. And then Stephanie says cowboys, and I say yeah. Nan says I am losing my mind right now with the mood sampler. If you like it, Nance, I'm glad you do. Okay, all good. Please feel free to convince me if this is if this is all good. Um. Sarah says we went from car racing to cowboys real fast. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess we can compare it to like Rush Hour plus Wild Wild West theme if that's what's going on here. I'm not a fan so far where we're going with this, but we have to wait and see until the final product comes out though. So I'm hoping things will make sense at the end. Please, I hope so. Yeah. Rike is here. Long time no see. Rike, she says hello. Watch them riding on horses. Wa- Watch them riding on horses on the autobahn. It might happen. I don't know at this rate. Yeah, because Minyuk doesn't have a driver's license, but you don't need a license to ride a horse, so maybe they're riding horses. I don't know what to say, guys. I don't know, but yeah, let's prepare for anything. That's all I have to say. Stephanie says, the first one was much cooler. I agree, but I like this one as well. I'm glad you do. I'm really glad to hear if you guys do like it, and just feel free to convince me. I need some convincing, so come at me, guys. Um, Joey says this live will be a good way for me to release some work stress away today. I'm glad. I'm glad I can. I'll stay quiet because I haven't eaten anything all day yet. I'm worried my brain might not function well. Okay, while listening and watching, please eat something, Joey. Okay, but also I'm glad to help you release stress as well, and just enjoy the conversations we're gonna have. Yeah. Rike says, go and eat something, Joey. Yes. Nancy says, IDK what it is about cowboy hats with me. It's all good, Nancy. And then all her emojis made me laugh. Nancy, if you like it, you go, buddy. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, to each their own. I'm glad you like it. And I'm sure maybe many other Monbibis out there are liking it too. But yeah, maybe I'll be one of the black sheep that's not into it. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, thank you, Nancy, for your opinion. Different from mine. I like to see it. Sarah says, Joey, you should go eat something. Yes. And then Melissa says, I don't know how I feel about the Cowboys, honestly. Glad to hear you guys agree with me. It's giving me Fantasia vibes. That's right. When they had those Western outfits just without the hats, I'm just very lost. I feel you, Melissa. I feel now with Fantasia when they had like some kind of Western-ish style outfits. I remember those, but at least those looked kind of cool. But they had some questionable like accessories. I remember that like a gun holster, but it was like super random gun holster on them. So I remember, yeah, they had like random things going on, but at least it was decently okay. But and then Honey looks okay in a cowboy hat. I remember he had times like that, and he looks fine with it. But then to see all of them with cowboy hats, oh, that is too much for me. And I really don't. I really no, I really don't like it. So, yeah. So Melissa, I'm feeling you. I'm lost as well. Surely this is just like only for the music video, but they won't be performing in cowboy outfits. I wouldn't feel good if that happens. I hope not. So, yeah. Yeah, they're testing me. I feel the testing on me for this album, because I don't really like Gion's orange hair, and then there was the tech wear stuff, and then now we're into cowboy outfits. It's like someone at Starsha knows the things I don't like. I mean, thankfully no Gion pink hair. That's at least the only thing I'm winning so far on, but just interesting. That's all. Just interesting. Yeah, okay, let's move on. Okay, so Stephanie says, I've heard the name of that movie but not seen it. It's all good. Cowboy movies aren't really my thing. The hats are kind of cool sometimes though. Okay, great. And that's also you could be too young if you don't know Wild Wild West. But then also it's an American movie. So if you're not from USA, it's understandable too. But I remember that movie back when I was like in middle school, I think. So yeah, so quite a long time ago. Maybe you guys were just babies at that time. But yeah, so that was a pretty famous movie. But um yeah, it's like comedy. It was like a comedy western thing. Like Will Smith was in it. So yeah, Will Smith is a great actor. But yeah, but anyways, that's the only western movie I could think of. Yeah, that's the only one I could think of. Anyways, yeah. Yeah, but then okay, yeah, cowboy movies not your thing. That's all good. And then cats. Sorry, you said hats. Hats are kind of cool sometimes. Okay, okay. It depends. It depends. Like I said, Jew Honey could pull it off. Okay, but the rest of them, I'm not sure. So okay, okay. Stephanie says, "Yeehaw concept, yes." And then Random says, "Yeah, it's been a long time. I know, long time no see." Rike says, "I was laughing so hard watching the sampler." You were? I wasn't laughing, but I was just like, "Oh my gosh, what is this?" That was my initial reaction. But okay, but you were laughing is great, I think. Okay, and then she said, "I don't vibe with cowboys. Also, I don't like orange red hair colors. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. I just said earlier, I don't like Dion with orange hair, but I'm okay with Jew Honey's red hair because it's not super red. So I'm okay with his hair, but Gion, sadly, I'm not a fan of it. But it's better than pink hair, so that's why I can still accept it. But still a struggle for me too. Yes, I feel you. I feel you, Recreate, and I'm actually glad you agree with me. So to each their own. I love all these opinions. So come at me with all of them. Me is here. Hi, welcome me. She says hello. I can't stay too long. It's all good, but I wanted to say yeehaw. MX Cowboys. Me, if you like it, I'm glad you do. Okay, so you guys enjoy it. I'm glad there will be fans that enjoy it. So for the rest of us, we will just deal with it. Yeah, yeah. So I'll do my best. Vicky is here. Welcome, Vicky. She says I'm so confused. Glad you are. So I want to assume most of us are confused. Yeah. Okay. Me says maybe it's a past slash future theme. Okay, that would actually be super interesting if they do something like the past, like old time western, and then into the future with if that would be clever. But can I assume Starship is really that clever? Sorry, I'm not sorry, Starship, but we'll see. We'll see if they actually do something that clever. We'll see. Stephanie says I'm getting nauseous in the bus, so I'm just gonna listen to you for a while. All good. Listen away, and hope you enjoy listening. And I hope that you get off the bus soon so you could chat with us again. Nan says, I think the Texas thing has to do with it, but it's totally okay to not like a concept. Don't feel bad. That's right. I mean, yeah, if and you guys are like from a Western area of some sort and you are feeling it, that is good to hear. So yeah, it could be that. And thank you for understanding. If yeah, we're not into it. Yeah, not to feel bad. Okay, okay. I'll try not to. Yeah, I'll try not to. I mean, like I said, it's great that some of you guys are into it. But then now I'm thinking for Korea, how would regular Koreans and the Korean fans think about this? I should look up their comments later. I'm curious, but maybe some of them would be open to it, like to be like, oh, this is so new and fancy and like Western style, or maybe some of them would be like us and be like, oh, what is this? Oh, I'm so confused. Oh, so if later I'm able to read any Korean fans comments, I'll let you guys know in a future live about that. Um um Stephanie says a designer is out to get you. Oh my gosh, yeah. See, it feels like it, Stephanie. It feels like I never announced this publicly except about Gams pink hair, but they're doing all the fashion stuff that like I'm trying to think what other fashion things I don't like. Oh no, I don't even want to think of it right now. So no, I'm not gonna yeah, I don't want to jinx it. So hopefully any other fashion things I don't like, let's hope MX won't be wearing them. Let's hope for the best, guys. Um, Nan says it's been so long since I watched Wild Wild West. Glad you even know the movie, Nancy. Okay, but it's more of a alternate cowboy look. Right. Alternative. Okay, IDK if that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, wait. Are you saying MX style is like alternative cowboy look? Because you're right. You're right. They're not dressed exactly like a cowboy, so they're like the modernized version or something. Yeah, right. Something like that. I don't know. But also it's too dark to see. But let's prepare if maybe concept photos version 3 or 4 might have them in these outfits. So we'll wait and see later. Um, Random says, I think this is the first time I've ever been genuinely worried. Be quiet. Are you serious? Don't be worried. Don't be worried. That's the thing. Okay, but yeah, says genuinely worried about a Monster X concept, but I don't want to jump to a conclusion yet. Yes, that's what I want to say too. Let's not jump to conclusions yet. Okay, definitely we're on edge. Okay, let's say for now we're just on edge. We'll wait until version 3 and 4 come out, and after that, I guess there's going to be album previews. So, music is more important than the concept. Okay. So, as long as the music is good, I'm okay with any other concept. Okay. So, let's hopefully, surely the music is great. And then the concept will just ignore it. So it'll be fine. And, yeah, and then we're gonna see the music video, and then we're gonna see comeback shows, and then music shows, and surely let's hope by the end, I really hope everything will make sense and we will enjoy it. Surely we will. Surely we will. I think we will. Just right now it's confusion, and we'll get to the end, and hopefully it'll be all worth it. Yeah. Um, Rike says, my friend said space cowboys. Now that's a past future, yeah, like combination going on. Yeah. I don't know, but I have high expectations, I guess. Just loved Fatal Love so much. One of a Kind was also good. Okay. Okay, yeah. I mean, let's keep normal expectations. That's what I want to say for now. Like I really had high expectations once I saw like Mood Sampler #1 and also the track list. So like everything made me so excited, and then now slowly we're into confusion. We're not sure what's going on, but surely it will be okay. I want to believe it, because come on, Monster X or Monster X, okay? And so yeah, I want to believe it will be okay, and we just have to wait and see when the songs come out, and then the new concept photos. Yeah, so for now, let's be on edge. Okay, we're just on edge, and very very soon we'll see the rest of them in a few days. So one thing at a time. It will be okay. I think we'll be okay. Joey says, I like the first Mood Sampler more. I agree. Racers to Cowboys. Well, it's the album title itself, No Limit. Good point, Joey. I forgot about their album title, No Limit. And so technically, I guess they're kind of going with that thing with the Racers and then to Cowboys. And like, yeah, they don't have any limits with what they're doing. I guess. And then, maybe a space cowboy, future with the past thing that you guys were mentioning. It's very possible. It's very possible. So let's wait and see, guys. Okay, so you guys are giving me like more hope that it will be okay. So yeah. Let's wait and see. Um, Nancy says Starship slander is always okay. Thank you, Nancy, that you say that. Thank you. Yeah, so I usually always talk poorly about Starship. So if you guys are okay with it, I'm very happy to hear that. Thank you. Um, Joey says, so I assume every concept will be different from the others to show that Monster X puts no limit in their talents, concepts, and performances. Joey, that's really deep. That's super deep. But I can't assume Starship is really that deep. Okay. So, but maybe it is. Maybe one random staff in Starship thought of this idea. Maybe. Okay, but we have to wait and see. But I wish they are really thinking that deeply. I would love it if it is. Yeah. And then Joey also says, I do not like it. I guess I am just that flexible in accepting whatever they have to offer. That's okay. And then you're a true fan, of course, and that's great to hear. Okay, but of course you have your own preference. If you really don't like something, of course, be honest with yourself. So yeah, but then also, because we're such big Monster X fans, like we could accept a lot of things. It's very, very difficult to not be able to like something when they're involved in it. I totally understand you, but definitely we have a limit. Like MX is no limit technically, but we have a limit, okay? So yeah, we each have our own preferences, and we will see. We will see how we like I'm really curious at the end of it, what is all of our opinions and all of our feelings about it. That's what really matters the most. So for now, let's be on the fence. Yeah, be on the fence and waiting until everything comes together. Um Riki says it's so foggy and cold here. Oh, wherever you are, it's foggy and cold. Oh, I'm sorry. Like that's dreadful weather. She says, how's the weather in Seoul? So right now in Seoul, is quite chilly. So we're still in autumn season, but it's getting more cold every single day. That it's beginning to feel like winter in November, which is so sad. Like climate change is a really, really real thing. But so yeah, so right now in Korea, it's always getting colder every day. And like we had rain for like 2 days earlier this week, but now it's not raining, and I see the sun come in often, every so often. And then when I go outside, it just feels cold. That's all it is. But I still see some autumn leaves outside, so it's not totally winter yet. But the feeling, the coldness is it feels like winter. So right now, let's see the temperature right now in Seoul. 3 degrees Celsius. What is that in Fahrenheit for anyone here who is Fahrenheit? 37 degrees Fahrenheit, 3 degrees Celsius right now in Seoul. And, it's almost 1 a.m. right now. So, yeah, pretty much winter. Pretty much, but then in the afternoon, I guess it'll go maybe up to like 10 degrees Celsius, maybe, but it's like usually lower than 10 degrees Celsius, sadly. So, I know, yeah. So that's the summary of weather here in Korea. Um, Rike says a race concept wouldn't be something new, right? So many boy groups did it and MX never disappoints. That's what I was saying. So I mentioned this in the live a few hours ago, is that the race car concept is not a new thing with boy groups. And then Gravity actually did something similar to like a racing thing. So then MX now is going to be doing a racing theme. So it's a little bit disappointing. It's not a new thing, but they're kind of doing things that boy groups already did. But of course MX can pull it off. Of course they will. But I kind of wish they did something more not going with what people already did, but of course it will be okay. Of course it'll be okay. So yeah. Yeah. Nan says yes, MX style is more alternative as opposed to the more country cowboy look. Like they had in Fantasia. That's exactly right. Yeah. So if they dress like the Fantasia stuff, I mean without like the weird accessories, then it would be okay for me. Yes, yes, yes. Um Rike says, I also need some rap like in Shootout. Yeah, with Juhani and I am. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. Given Juhani wrote this title song again, Rush Hour and Autobahn, I want to assume might be like their follow up song. Not follow up, but, like a second song that they would promote together with the title song. It might be Autobahn, and so that one is composed by I.M. So I want to assume they put lots of rap in it for themselves. Yeah, we'll see. Nizaj, right? Nizaj is here. Hi, I'm glad to see you here. Random says not worried about the song though. MX always excels when it comes to music. You have a great point, Random. Thank you for saying that. Like, I've been playing lots of MX songs throughout all of this radio show lives I've been doing, and yeah, I mean, I rarely dislike an MX song. Like I do have some MX songs I don't like, which I won't be playing in future radio lives, but like 98% of them are good. And so I of course want to believe that this album of course won't disappoint. And so as long as the music is good, I can accept whatever concept they're doing 100%. Um Rike says, I'd love to be at a meeting from the creative team in a company. Ooh, how do they come up with the ideas? Oh yeah, I mean there are people that are naturally really creative, and they appropriately get hired for these things. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I hope Starship hired great people. I mean, in past albums and stuff of MXM. They've been okay, but this album seems like a little bit low key. I mentioned this before as well. It seems more low key. But I still want to assume it'll be great. I still want to assume, yeah. Um, Vicky says I didn't like Fantasia, the song and concept. Oh, it's okay. Oh, at first, okay, at first, but it grew on me, so I'm sure this will too. Oh, I feel you. I feel you. So yeah, when I first heard Fantasia, I too was like, oh, like I'm okay with it, but it's not like super in love with it. But then after I saw them perform it, like, the dance is really good. I really like the dance, and then, hearing the music, and then yeah, it grew on me too, but I didn't super dislike it when I first heard it, though, but yeah, I feel you, Vicky, I feel you, and then things can grow on you, or sometimes things won't grow on you, it's very possible, but I feel like we never start off with super disliking something, from MX, so we always, like, have, like, some openness about it, and then it's like, "Oh, now we like it." Yeah, yeah, so, yeah, that's my feeling, so I feel you. Rike says MX equals no limit, yes, and then Monbibis equals we got a limit. It's exactly right. Didn't I say that comparison? Yes, yes, yes. And it's true in terms of like money. I think I saw that meme going around that means for our money because they keep selling new album versions, as you guys know, right? I already talked about it in the last live. So yeah, exactly. We have a limit and it's totally okay. But we have no limit for Monster. And wait, sorry, I mean to say we don't have a limit in terms of loving Monster X. Okay, so we do have like no limit in terms of like our love, so let's go think of it that way, even though we need to save our money, but yeah, you feel me. Okay, Sarah says I was just confused from the shift, but I will wait to see where are they going with all of this. I thought exactly the same, Sarah, so thank you that you agree with me. And That's what I'm saying too. We have to wait until the end of it, and then we'll judge then. Vicky says, "LOL." Rike. Okay. Nan says, "I am a little jealous. Texas doesn't get as cold. I mean, it's been in the high 60s, low 70s. I mean, if Texas ever gets cold, wouldn't that be a bad thing? So don't be jealous, okay? I mean, Texas is Texas, But yeah, so if you want to go somewhere cold in the wintertime, come to Korea. After COVID is over, I recommend that coming to Korea in the wintertime. Or well, what else is usually cold in the United States? New York, right? Isn't New York Eastern area? Okay, so yeah, that's my recommendation. But let's not hope Texas gets cold. Wouldn't that be an issue? So don't be jealous. Okay, yeah. Rike says, when I woke up this morning, we had 1 degree Celsius. Oh my gosh. Going out tired in the winter is the worst. Yeah, I feel you, but I prefer winter over summer. Do you guys agree with me on it? So maybe Nance does because she's always in hot weather, but summer, if the weather is so hot all the time, I can't deal with it. I can only deal with it for a few months and that's it. But I prefer being in winter, like coldness all the time, and I'm okay with it. And also because my hometown is usually cold all the time, so maybe that's why I'm okay with it. But here's the thing, in summertime, the bugs, okay? That's the one thing I can't deal with is all the bugs that come out because it's so hot. So that's why I personally prefer winter. So you won't see me complain about winter. I really prefer it, but I mean, yeah, of course it sucks to be cold, of course, but I still prefer it more. Um, Estelle is here. Oh my gosh, long time no see, Estelle. I was hoping she would be able to join one day. Yay, welcome, Estelle. She said, whatever they planned, I'm sure MX will slay as always. Exactly right, Estelle. Yeah, that's what we're saying too. Yeah, they will always slay, okay? Because MX, like, they deliver things so amazingly, even if it's like super bad. Like, it would be like, oh, that's really, I can guess I'm getting used to, right? But they usually can deliver, usually. So yeah, that Estelle is exactly right. Enrique says, I'm so excited to listen to Autobahn. Ooh, since it's German. I know. Oh, you must be excited. Yeah, because it's German. And there is no speed limit on the Autobahn. That's so crazy. I've never heard or seen an Autobahn before. So that's just so interesting to know about it. That there's no speed limit on it. Sorry, that there's no speed limit on it. So that's most likely why I am named it Autobahn, right? And with the it's just so interesting. Yeah. I think it will go hard. I think so. I think so. You just remind me of something. So I remember Stephanie. I think Stephanie mentioned this. Is that there was rumors or someone posted that this Korean album is going to be 19 plus, meaning like there's something inappropriate in there that minors can't listen to it. But KBS reviewed all the songs in the album, and all of them got approved of to be on public broadcasting TV, which means none of it is 19 plus. So I don't know where that rumor came from, but there is no song that is inappropriate for broadcast television. So just FYI on that, nothing's going to be like racy. I mean, there could be like underlining, lyrics, okay? Because as you guys know from like past MX songs, but there could be like underlining meaning, but overall, KBS approved of it. So we shall see what the songs are later. Um, um, Minhyuk's Moon. It's been so long, Minhyuk's Moon, right? Oh my gosh, welcome. She said, "Hello, I'm here and I am dead." Okay, if you like it, that's all that matters. Okay, I said my opinion earlier in the video, and I'm just like, I'm just like so confused and like what exactly is going on. But I'm gonna wait until the end, and I'm sure it's gonna be great. Maria, long time no see. Hi, Maria. She said, "Hi, what do you think about the the Jewel version?" Oh, okay, that's great to ask if you're curious about it. So my opinion about having a Jewel version album is that the thing is, I've seen past K-pop groups already release Jewel version albums, which just means like it's in a plastic case, like a standard, how it used to be, the standard way a CD used to be sold. And so yeah, so I'm not surprised that Starship wants to get in on this trend right now because lots of other K-pop groups are selling Jewel versions of their albums. And so yeah, so they decided with Monster X, why not? And it's another way to get more money from us. And so yeah, that's technically a smart way to do it. In all honesty, because they know fans like to buy everything. Like as fellow fans to each other, yeah. So I personally don't buy everything, but I buy as much as I can and what I want. So that's me personally. But I mean, the thing is, it's so hard to not want to buy everything. That's the thing, of course. Like you guys feel me, right? It's so hard not to buy everything. But yeah, but what can we do? And like thankfully, like I'm not like super poor or super what's the word, super struggling, so I'm okay with it, but I'm still a little bit frustrated. It's like, man, spending so much money, but it's for Monster X, it's okay, but um yeah, so much. Okay, the thing is just so much, but I'm also trying to understand that this might be the last album for a while, in all honesty, guys, maybe. So that's why I'm like, I think it's okay to go hard now, and then maybe we won't be able to see them for a month, for a year or two. Who knows? Who knows? So yeah, I don't want us to be dampened by that, but just to prepare, maybe. So yeah, so that's my feeling on it. I think it's just gonna be a normal CD. As I'm not gonna, like, I don't expect it to be, like, super amazing, it's just a regular plastic CD, the jewel version, and so, yeah, that's just my opinion on it, but I'm still gonna buy it. I bought it already yesterday, so, yeah, and then I'll do the unboxing once I get it in a few weeks from now. Yep, yep. Um Mong Mong is here. Welcome, Mong Mong. She says, "Hi, I thought you only do the radio live at morning or afternoon. Usually, Mong Mong, usually I do it in the morning or afternoon, but then I was thinking maybe I would do it in the middle of the night today for mood sampler number two. So I was thinking about it and I decided, yeah, why not? Because it's so short and surely I will be ending this radio show soon. Oh, but I always talk so much. I know so. Anyways, yes, but this is just the rare times when I'm here in the middle of the night. So Momo, if you need to go to sleep, please do go to sleep, and we'll see you again in the future radio lines where usually I will be in the morning or afternoon. Um, Rike says, well, Fantasia was the first title track after Follow, so my feels. Yeah, I know. That was also one thing I had to deal with too. Yeah, Fantasia being the first one of like only Monster X of six members. So yeah, it was feeling, yeah, I also was like feeling, but after a while, yeah, I got through it okay, and I started liking Fantasia and the whole album, and yeah, I feel you. Lone Fox, I feel like we have seen you before, but not in a very long time. There's so many of you guys I haven't seen in a long time. Anyways, just so happy to see you guys. Yeah. So Lone Fox 6, hi, I miss you. Oh my gosh, yes, I miss you too. Like it's been so long. I can't remember the last time I saw you. Lone Fox was welcome. Lone Fox. Oh my gosh, long time no see. Um, Mong says, I actually don't really like Jewel. First of all, it's because of the case is too fragile. I know. Don't forget that used to be the standard of what a CD is, But yeah, the only reason for a Jewel version is just to keep like another fancy thing. That's the only reason for it, So don't think about it too much. It's just only if you want to like go extra, that's exactly what it is. Just buying extra because it's just to be extra fancy, that's the only thing. Yeah, yeah. And so if you don't like it because it's too fragile, yeah, definitely don't buy it. It's all good. Yeah. Mm. Vicky says, yes, winter. I hate sweating. I hate sweating too. Yes. At least we can bundle up in the winter, but there's a limit to how much we can take off. That's exactly another reason why I hate summer and super hot weather. Yes, I feel you exactly, Vicky, on that. Mong Mong, yeah, with her typo, totally understood you. Anyway, Rike says, I love winter. I'm glad you do. We also have snow on the mountains here. Oh, yes. Yeah, that's always very pretty to see snow on the mountains. But I think I like spring the most, or is it winter? I feel you. Actually, spring is my favorite season as well. But it's, yeah, if you mean like the cusp of like when winter changes to spring, if that's your favorite period or something. But yeah, I personally like that as well. And then and then just anything that is in the hot section, that's everything I want to like get away from, but but we have to go through summer because of the four seasons. But yeah, I agree. Nan says it would definitely be an issue. What we had. Oh, yeah, okay, if Texas becomes cold, that's what I'm saying, right? That's what I'm anyways. We had a really bad snowstorm this past February. Oh no, and we were not prepared. Oh no, I remember hearing the news about that. That's right. Don't want that again. That's exactly right. That's right. So you were dealing with random cold weather. I remember, yeah, which is due to climate change. So hopefully this winter you guys will be okay. But then as I'm seeing climate change here in Korea, winter is here so quickly. So I am a little bit worried how it's gonna be the next few months. But let's hope the world will be okay and the climate. I hope so. Um, Joey says winter. Yes, got that right. Winter. And Joey says anything cold weather is hard. Thanks you guys for agreeing with me. Yes. Yeah. Like again, being too cold is not preferred either, but still cold over hot. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah. Okay, so you know what? I need to take a small break, okay? Because I can't. I keep saying I was gonna do these for a short time, and it never happens. Okay, so I need to take a break, and so I already planned the songs I'm gonna play for today's nighttime radio show, and here's the thing. So on Midnight Idol that just happened a few hours ago, they had a guest on. His name is Tabi. So Tabi in Korean, but in English it's spelled Davii. So it's more like Tavi, I guess, in English. But I'll just go by his Korean pronunciation, Dabi. And so I never really heard of him before. So he's I don't know how famous he is, but he went on Midnight Idol. But he's really he's a singer and a songwriter. So again, I'm not too sure what exactly is his popularity, but he was so good on Midnight Idol. I could talk more about that later, but he also did something that almost made me cry. Okay, it's related to Monster X. So I'll explain about that later. So I do want to in honor of that, I do want to play one of his songs. And so they played the song on Midnight Idol, and I was like, I heard that song before. And I liked it, and I didn't know that this is the guy that made this song. Like, I have no idea where I heard the song, but I loved this song when I first heard it, but I don't know where I heard it from, for the first time. But anyways, this is a really nice song by Dobby. It's called 세상 모든 게 다 너야, and this is a very sweet title in Korean. So it means everything in the world is yours. So it's a love song, of course, right? It's a love song, but it's also very sweet sounding to play in the middle of the night. So yeah, shout out to Davi and this very nice song. Let's go. 너는 곧 알게 될 거야. Yeah. 나도 너의 마음에 들어갈 거니까 세상 모든 게 다 너야. 여기도 저기도 how beautiful is this? Yeah. I know one thing out of 100. Yeah. 평생 나의 마음은 너로 가득할 거니까 이 세상 모든 게 변해도 I love you somehow I feel love you yeah. In this beauty is there a way to stop 너 같은 여신은 도대체 무슨 생각을 하며 살까 그 속에 내가 있을까 How many problems do you ever taken by the way yeah. 너도 곧 알게 될 거야 yeah. 내가 너의 마음을 다 가져갈 거니까 세상 모든 게 다 너야 여기도 저기도 How wonderful this is yeah. 내 모든 게 너를 위한 일이 돼 시간도 꿈도 모두 내게만 봐줄게 내 옆에 너를 상상하면 행복해 널 위해 살고 위해 죽을 거야 이 세상 모든 게 다 너야 여기도 저기도 I love you more than me Oh, so it's a very sweet love song if you guys ever want to look up the lyrics of it. Anyway, yeah, but I don't know the official translation of the title, but just my translation is Everything in the World is Yours by Tavi is the name of this song. Right, isn't it so cute? So before I forget, and also before I go off topic, I'll let you guys know why this guy almost made me cry on Midnight Idol. So I don't know if you guys saw it because I know there's no English subtitles, so maybe you guys don't watch it, but the part that happened in Midnight Idol. So, Gion and I am are interviewing this singer Tavi, and while they're interviewing him, they're also like together, like listening to songs and singing random songs together and talking about, songs that Tavi wrote, and just randomly talking about music together, which was really, really nice. And so at one point, Davi says that he prepared something, and so he said that out of many songs that he listened, he heard Monster X "Broken Heart." Okay, so I don't know if how many of you guys remember me raving about Broken Heart, but I love Monster X "Broken Heart" song. It's one of my top three favorite songs, but I have yet to ever see them perform that song live in front of me because it's such an old song. So I said one day I hope to see Broken Heart be performed live one day. And so Tavi mentions Broken Heart. Okay. This is where he almost made me cry. Okay, so so Davi, this great singer and songwriter, and he's really good at playing the piano. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. So he plays piano in Midnight Idol as well while they're singing songs. And so um he says that he loves Broken Heart and that he usually can't sing sad songs well. Very interesting. He said that. So he said he can't sing sad songs well. So that's also why he really likes it. And so he says to Gian and I am, if you guys don't mind, can you guys like I play the piano of Broken Heart and you guys sing it? And then I'm like, no. So when he said that, I'm like, I'm gonna start crying. So, because I love Broken Heart. I mean, not only because it's such a sad song, yeah, it could make me cry, but I love this song so much, guys. It's just such a beautiful, sad song. So, so when he says that, I'm like, no, is this really happening? Given they have never sung Broken Heart before in like how many years? Ever since 2016? So I'm watching this and I'm like about to like so then Davi said this, and like he's preparing like to play the piano. Like he was listening to the chords at first of Broken Heart, and then after hearing it, then he was able to play the piano. That's like how good he is at playing piano just after hearing the chords. And so he's playing the piano, and then Gian and I am were kind of nervous. They're like, "Oh, I'm not sure if I remember the song." I am and Gian, please. So yeah, it's been a long time. So of course they didn't really remember how to sing the song, but yeah, but then still they did their best. Okay, so if you guys ever go see it, or maybe someone like has a made a short like GIF, not GIF, maybe someone like upload a small portion of that. If you guys ever see it, I hope you guys do. Yeah, so like they didn't sing it perfectly, but still that was my first time, kinda first time ever hearing them sing it live, and it's the year 2021, and finally, even though it wasn't perfect, but I was like, "Oh my gosh." I just couldn't control myself. So yeah, they only sang like one verse, I think, one or two verses. But Gian being the main vocalist, like he did the best, of course, and then I was like, oh, I really don't remember. And also, he's not a vocalist anyway. How could he remember saying the singing lines? But yeah. So I lost my mind, guys. I lost it. So oh my gosh, I could probably find it. Okay, if you guys have not seen, I'll read your comments in a bit. But you guys have not seen it. I think it's up on the Naver app already. Is it? If it is, oh my gosh, then I could show it to you guys. Let me see. I don't know, but it just happened a few hours ago. I don't think it would be in the app already. It's not. It's not. Okay, okay. But maybe in the future Radio Live, once it's uploaded in the Naver app, then I will show it to you guys of them singing a kind of broken, but still a very beautiful part of Broken Heart. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So yeah. So thank you, Tavi. Dobby, the this great singer and songwriter, making Gian and I am sing Broken Heart very randomly. But I hope maybe later, if like Gian and I am can like practice more and like remember how the song sounds like, then they can sing it better next time. I would like that. So yeah, that just happened a few hours ago, and so I was like, oh gosh. Anyway, so yeah, so after that happened, I'm like, I have to play his song in this radio live for today, and so yeah, that's one thing that happened in Midnight Idol. And so let me go back to reading comments. Um. Okay, so Riki says, while doing my driver's license training. Okay, yeah, you go, buddy. I had to drive on the autobahn. Oh no, Autobahn with no limit and going 150 kilometers an hour. So sadly, because I'm American, I don't know kilometers per hour, but that seems really fast. That does seem really fast. So girl, girl, you okay? So if you're okay, I'm glad. And you got your license, you go, buddy. You go. Rike says Korean mon babies are trending Fantasia on Twitter. Are you serious? Because the mood sampler reminds of Fantasia? Really? I did not think at all it reminded me of Fantasia. I just couldn't believe they're wearing cowboy hats. That's all I remember from it. But are really what are Korean? I need to read Korean Mom Baby's comments later. Like I need to find them wherever they are. But and see what they think. But if they like it, I'm glad. Okay, if they like it, good for them. So yeah, Candy is here. Candy, I'm shocked, but I shouldn't be. Okay, Candy, welcome. She says, they know fans like to buy everything. Guilty. Candy being the guilty one. Yeah, yeah. Come on, and then not only you, Candy, but many fans, think that way. And I'm okay. I'm not really one of them, but I try to buy as much as I can. So yeah, she feels me. Yeah, Candy, you feel me. Lone Fox says, last time it was mourning for you after Honey birthday. Get out of here. I haven't seen you in like a month, Lone Fox. But yes, that's right, the honey. Okay, well, so happy to see you after a month. Yes, and welcome again. Nan says, I do have to limit myself when it comes to spending, but it's hard. I feel you, Nance. I feel, and also Nance being one of our customers, I know you and feel you. Yes, yes, I totally understand. And definitely, like I always say, as long as you don't have regrets, but also don't buy it if like you can't afford it. Like, let's all be smart shoppers. Sorry, smart shoppers. Like, let's be good fans, of course, but buying everything is not necessary to be a good fan. That's a thing. Okay, so you guys know my opinion on it, right? Just make sure that you are all doing what you can do and are okay with it, and no one is in debt. That's number one. Don't ever be in debt. Okay, guys? Great. Okay. Um, Momo says, me, I don't like jewel case. It's too fragile, but here I am buying two jewel. Sorry, but here I am buying two Jewel albums. It's all good, Mong Mong. As long as you have no regret about it, even though you complained about it being fragile, you still bought it because you wanted. That's all that matters. It's okay. um, Lone Fox says, I like the last 10 days of autumn. Yeah, the last 10. No, I know that's so random. No, I understand you. Like the before it changed into, I feel you. I feel you. It must be so beautiful. I like autumn like right in the middle. Like I feel like that's the one I prefer. But the last 10 days, but I could feel you in that sense why you like that too. So interesting. Yeah. Nan says, I'm so glad I was able to log on today. Me too. I'm glad too. Yay. Um, Stephanie says, was talking to my dad a while since he met me in town to give me COVID test, but I'm here now. You no, Stephanie, no problem at all. Also, I still can't believe I'm still alive. So it's all good, but welcome again, Stephanie. Momo says, hey, I also prefer cold weather than hot weather. I'm so glad we all agree on this. Yes. And I don't know why Korean idols prefer Pada because I kind of hate beach. It's too hot. That's interesting. So, that's right. Most Korean singers they usually choose the ocean. Yeah, pada, the ocean. Um, I think maybe because they prefer the atmosphere of the ocean. So usually, when Korean singers they have to pick one, is usually either ocean or mountain. So like do you prefer like land or do you prefer ocean? And so most of them would prefer ocean. And I just want to assume because the ocean has a better atmosphere than like random mountains and land. So for me personally as well, I do prefer the ocean too. And just for me personally, I think it's just more beautiful and it's the atmosphere is more nice, but yeah, to each their own. But I enjoy going to the ocean even if it's cold, so it doesn't have to be hot weather. I can still enjoy it even if it's cold too. So to each their own though. But yes, but still, cold versus hot, always cold weather. I feel you. Nance says, I like this. Okay, I remember, yeah, you wrote this when I started playing this song. I'm glad you like it. Great. And Stephanie says, oh, I like how the song goes. I'm glad you guys like it. Do give lots of love to Dobby if you guys want to hear his other songs. He usually is really good at making love songs, just songs about being in love with someone is very very nice. So yeah, and then as you could hear like the mood and this he wrote this song too, and so yeah, that's Dobby for you. So if you guys like it, you can go and listen more of his songs. Estelle says such a pretty song. I'm glad you agree. Yes, I don't think he has a girlfriend. I don't think so because on Midnight Idol like they asked him are you married and he said he's not married, but I don't know if he has a girlfriend, so we don't know. But anyways, like he is so good at making love songs. It's very very sweet. Vicky says, I like the vibe of the song. I'm glad you guys, I'm really glad you guys like it. Maria with a heart emoji, glad you like it. 몽몽 says, 그 노래 제목은 뭐예요? Wow. Okay, how good is your Korean, 몽몽? But she said to me in Korean, what is the title of this song? I missed it when you said the title. So yeah, if you want me to say it again, it's called, or sorry, no, sorry, I was stuttering, but instead of me saying it, I'll show it to you here. Here it is. Can you guys see it okay? Yeah, by Tavi, and then that's the album cover, and that's how it is in Korean. So I'll read it again. 세상 모든 게 다 너야. Sorry, 너야. 다 너야. Yeah, it's so beautiful, right? I'm glad you guys really like it. Nan says, I love Broken Hearts. I'm glad you do. Definitely one of my favorite songs ever. I'm the same, Nancy. Glad you agree with me. Minox Moon said, I adore Broken Heart. I'm so glad. Of course, we're all mom babies. Who here doesn't like Broken Heart, right? But so happy to hear that you guys love it just as much as I do. Yes, I fell in love with it when I heard it live. I'm so jealous. I'm jealous of any of you guys that heard it live already. Oh, so jealous. I liked it before the live, but just wow. Oh, again, it's still one of my hope one day to see them perform Broken Heart again. But seeing at Midnight Idol, even if it was just a few verses, it still almost made me cry, What a mess am I? But yeah, but still I was so shocked and loved it in Midnight Idol. Sarah says, Tavi cover of Broken Heart. Okay, they mentioned that in Midnight Eyes, like he did a cover of Broken Heart, but I wasn't sure if I heard it correctly. Like, did he really, like, or was it like only a piano cover, or did he actually sing it? I need to find it. Okay, what? It's the middle of the night. I need to be more quiet. Okay, 1 second. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah, so they mentioned that in Midnight Idol, but I wasn't sure what exactly he was talking about. But 1 second. 1 second. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No. Okay, I don't see anything unless maybe it's typed different, but I don't see anything about Tavi doing Broken Heart. But someone on YouTube already uploaded the parts of him doing Broken Heart with Gian and I am, which just happened a few hours ago. So I'm gonna show it to you guys. So wait, hold on, hold on. I want to find like the full one. Yeah, is this the full one? No, it's not. No, it's not. That's him singing his own song, by the way. This is not it. 1 second. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I don't think Tavi uploaded a cover of Broken Heart. At least I can't find it unless the title is different. Let me know if you guys know what it is, and then let me know the title of the YouTube video. But at least for now, this person up. That's him playing the piano. Isn't it so beautiful? Isn't it so beautiful? Oh my god. 지나간 사람에게 미련은 없겠지 아직 내 기억 속에 Oh my gosh 네 얼굴뿐 내 기억 속에서 난 없는 사람일 뿐 처음 본 얼굴뿐인데 Oh my gosh 더 이상은 힘들어 너를 지울 수 있다면 다 잊어버린다 난 나에게 널 붙잡을 노래 따윈 없어 이젠 떠나가 Is that all? I thought they sang more after that, but that's the end of the video. But I almost felt like crying, even though they only sang a little bit. Gosh. Okay, I need a break. Okay, so while we're on that, okay, and you guys saw how it was on Midnight Idol. I thought it was longer than that, but maybe it's not. Yeah, they only sang a short. Oh my gosh. Okay, so just to flow into that, and I need a small little break. We're gonna listen to "Broken Heart" by Monster X. 이젠 다 지웠겠지 지나간 사람에게 미련은 없겠지 아직 내 기억 속에 내 옆에 앉아 속삭이던 네 얼굴뿐 내 기억 속에서 난 없는 사람일 뿐 처음 본 얼굴일 뿐인데 더 이상은 힘들어 너를 지울 수 있다면 다 잊어버린다면 난 노래 따윈 집어줘 It's broken heart 나의
나에게 널 붙잡을 노래 따윈 없어. 이젠 떠나가 저 멀리 가. 내 옆에서 있는 너 웃음소리 전부 다 필요 없어. 이젠 모두 필요 없어. 이젠 모두 당장 내 거다. 닌 너의 모든 것들 갖고 떠나가. Be your girl. 그저 가슴이 먹먹하고 답답해 girl. 참 어려운 것 같아 사랑이란 감정이란 게. 지금은 새벽 2시 여전히 감성을 터뜨려. 널 생각하며 썼던 곡들도 이젠 다 터무니없네. 다시 내겐 없겠지 널 사랑할 그 소중한 시간들조차도. 너를 내 기억 속에 붙잡고 있지도 못해 한순간도. 내게 속삭이던 너 자꾸만 멀어져가. 더 나아갈 수가 없어. 더 이상은 힘들어. 너를 지울 수 있다면 다 잊어버린다면 나 사랑 노래 따윈 집어줘. It's broken heart, broken heart, broken heart. 나에게 널 붙잡을 노래 따윈 없어. 이젠 떠나가 저 멀리 가. 내 옆에서 있는 너 웃음소리 전부 다 필요 없어. 이젠 모두 필요 없어. 이젠 모두 당장 내 거다. 닌 너의 모든 것들 갖고 떠나가. 이제 널 지워야겠지. 인정할 순 없지만 내 앞에 너 아직 못 잊은 것 같아. 달달한 사랑 노래 따윈 집어줘. It's broken heart. 나에게 널 붙잡을 노래 따윈 없어. 이젠 떠나가 저 멀리 가. 내 옆에서 있는 너 웃음소리 전부 다 필요 없어. 이젠 모두 필요 없어. 이젠 모두 당장 내 거다. 닌 너의 모든 것들 갖고 떠나가. 코끝에 남아있는 추억의 향기 그 속에 들린 사랑이란 소리. 눈앞에 아른거리던 너의 모습조차 이제 모두 감기. 그래 덮자 감아버리자. 아니 사실 우리였던 그때로 시간의 탭을 돌릴 수 있다면 그대에게로.
Gosh. Yeah. I love Broken Heart with a strong passion. It's not my favorite Monster X song, but it's my top 3 for sure. And I am waiting for the time when they can make another song like this. I don't think out of all like their other like slow and ballad like songs, I don't think they've ever made a song like Broken Heart, at least from my memory. So I am also waiting for the time when I can see them perform Broken Heart live. I mean, aside from what we saw in Midnight Idol, but more like official to see them sing it live ever one day. And if they ever make another song that's kind of like Broken Heart style. Yeah. Okay, so enough Broken Heart appreciation time. But I think there's more comments I haven't read yet, but these will be the last few comments I'm gonna read, and then I need to go. So yeah, so sorry. Okay, yeah. So Sarah saying like Tavi cover, unless you mean just him singing on Midnight Idol, if that's what you meant, and not he didn't do anything like separate, if that's what you mean. But let me know, Sarah, like in terms of clarity. And Minhyuk's Moon said, MX did sing Broken Heart 2017 tour. I know Minhyuk's Moon, and that's why I'm still sad because I did not become a Monbebe until 2018. I know, Minhyuk's Moon, I know. So I just missed it by a year. I know. So that's why every time when, that's the only tour I've missed of Monster X, and they sing one of my favorite songs. It's okay. It's okay. What can we do? It was just my destiny. I became their fan in 2018, but I'm still hoping for one day. At least, I just got a few hours ago. I'm still very happy with those few verses they did on Midnight Idol, but I'll be waiting for one day when all of them can sing it together, or maybe even only Gion, or only Gion and one other person. I think in order to sing the song well, you need to have at least 2 people, but whatever happens, I'll be waiting. And just thank you, Tavi, Davi, still thank you, Davi, for asking them to sing it. Yeah, almost made me cry. It really did. Almost made me cry. Okay, so and then Stephanie says, "Oh my goodness, designers are out to get you." But designers are out to get me. Yes, yes, but the idols or the singers love me. They love, of course. Yeah, I don't know what you mean. You know what point you're going with that, but yes, I mean they love me as a fan. Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, so it's okay. Nan says, I hate that I'll never be a wait, I'm trying to understand Stephanie's comment just now. So the designers don't like me, but then singers like Tavi is helping me. Is that what you mean? Okay, that makes more sense. Then I just figured it out. Yes, right. Thank you, Stephanie, for making that point. That this random singer Tavi helped me out. Yeah, yeah. Thank you very much. I get your point now. So yes, not the designers. They're out to get me, but thank you, Tavi, again for requesting Broken Heart. Yeah. Nan says, I hate that I'll never be able to experience Broken Heart live. Nancy, that's exactly what I think too. But come on, I have hope. Let's have hope. Given Midnight Idol, they just sing it a little bit, but I have hope. Maybe they randomly will want to sing Broken Heart live in the future. I don't know, but I always will have hope. Okay, so have hope with me. Stephanie says, I'd rather starve than end up in debt. Good to hear, even though starving is also really bad. But yes, but being in debt is definitely not good. And yeah, I feel you, Stephanie. Okay, so good. Okay. Rike says, oh, I know this artist and saw the Broken Heart clip on Twitter. I'm glad you already did, Rika. Yes, so beautiful. I know, right? And sad songs are amazing, but make me sad, so I prefer upbeat songs. I'm the same. So I actually do love ballads, and usually ballads are sad songs. So I really like, the sad atmosphere and mood of the song, but I need to be in the mood in order to enjoy it. Like if I'm in a happy mood, I'm not gonna listen to sad songs. Yes. So I have to be in the mood for it, but not that I'm sad, because I mean, we're human. We sometimes do get sad, but sometimes it's like, oh, I'm in the mood for hearing something sad, even though I'm not sad. So yeah, to each their own. So yeah, I like a lot of music, but I usually prefer upbeat as well. But when I'm in the mood, sad songs as well. And so that's why, in the middle of the night right now, I'm playing low key, kind of mellow, kind of saddish songs, but they're still like really good to listen to. You know what I mean? That's what I try to do when I'm doing middle of the night radio shows and what songs I choose. Rike says, I love the ocean since I live in the mountains. Interesting. Sarah says, I love cold weather too. Glad most of us, I think all of us so far, yeah, all of us prefer cold weather. Yes, great. Stephanie says, I also prefer cold weather. Wow, we should all move to a cold country, okay? And then also prefer cold weather, although my hands don't. I feel you on that as well. Gloves, gotta wear them gloves. Chanyo's voice, long time no see. Even though I guess I last saw you a few days ago, but felt like it's been forever. Chanyo's voice, welcome again. Only just saw the mood sample because I was busy. All good. And they are wearing cowboy hats. I'm dead. Okay, so Chanyo, you weren't here in the beginning when I gave my opinions on it, and it's all good. So first off, if you like the cowboy hats, I'm glad you do. Okay, so for me personally, I don't like cowboy hats. So sad, I know. So I personally was not feeling it, but it's okay as long as everything else is gonna flow. Okay, whatever this whole concept is, we all don't really know where exactly they're going with this concept, but if you are liking it with the cowboy hats, glad to hear. Okay, well, for me, I need to wait until everything comes together, until I make my judgment if I really do like where they're going with this album or not. So yep, have to wait and see. Momo says, my Korean ability is just very basic. Very basic, but quite okay in my opinion. So yeah, if you want to practice Korean with me, anytime. Candy says, I am singing. Yes, I am trying to sing it. It was, he's not a singer like the rest of the members, but he did kind of okay, right? Yeah, but he struggled because he didn't really remember the melody. I know, but I am sorry, not I am Gion salvaged it, but yeah, I know it was still very sweet to see regardless. Candy says, and he's wearing the jacket Shaunu gifted him, so I did not know that. Okay, so if I remember correctly, was wearing a Burberry jacket, but are you for real that Shaunu gave that to him as a gift? How do you know this? I don't even know this. Like, how? What? Where did they? Because that's my first time seeing that jacket, as far as I remember. So, Candy, spill the beans. How do you know this? I'm shocked but touched that he's wearing a jacket that Shanu gave him. Mm. Um, Momo says, just want to remind you, it's almost 2 a.m. in Korea. Yes, you are correct. Right now it's 1:28 a.m. and I will go after finishing these comments and then the ending song, and then I will go. I thought I had other things. Okay, I have one small thing to say. Yeah, just one small thing, and then for sure I will go soon. So thank you for the reminder, and I'm gonna go. Stephanie says, yes, that's what I mean. Okay, so glad I understood you, Stephanie. Thank you. And so hopefully other singers will also pull through for me. And I still can't believe the timing because I just mentioned a broken heart like 2 days ago to you guys in a radio live, and just that happened to me in Midnight Idol a few hours ago. It was just I lost my mind. That's why I almost felt like crying, but I didn't cry. But I really was almost. Anyways, yes, Stephanie, I'm glad I got what you mean. So it's all good. Momo says, do you know what I regret the most? What? I said no to my friend who wants to give me a free ticket of V Heartbeat in Jakarta. And that's the last time MX performed OT7 here. And then now 2020 COVID came. So okay, wait, Momo. So I assume the reason you didn't want that free ticket, can I assume it was because you weren't a Monbebe at the time? I assume, right? Because I want to believe if you're a Monbebe but you reject a free ticket to see Monster X, that doesn't make sense to me, you know? So I want to assume, correct me if I'm wrong. So don't regret on it. If you weren't a Monbebe at the time, what can you do? Okay, like I became a Monbebe in 2018, but I regret not liking them in 2015. But can we control that? No, of course not. We wish we liked them ever since they debuted, but sadly, that wasn't our destiny with them. So that is not something I feel like we should regret, and we just have to deal with our destiny with things, right? But if you were a Monbebe and you rejected that ticket, I really don't understand that. Okay, so anyways, Momo, I hope you're still here, but do explain about that before I go. Barbara says, I can't escape cold weather. Hi, Barbara. First off, so great to see you here. Hi. And I guess you live in an area that's always cold weather. And my hometown it was also always cold. I mean, sometimes was hot, but usually it's cold. But if you're always cold, I mean, I personally don't mind that. Always cold and no bugs. That's what I prefer the most. But I mean, I'll be real. Sometimes I want to experience some warm weather, and like I said, my favorite season is spring. So yeah, I want some nice warm days. But interesting, yeah, wherever you guys are from. Chanya said, ha ha ha. I already had a feeling that you didn't like the cowboy hats. Do you already know my preference already by now, Chanya? Which is really impressive. But yeah, glad you guessed me correctly. Wow. And she said, it's all good, girlfriend. I'm glad. I'm glad. I know we all are very nice to each other. We all respect each other's preferences. But yeah, I personally think if there are, people like you that like the cowboy hats, I'm glad. Okay, so you give that all the love that you can give while I just silently, stay back and wait until I see something that I like. Yeah. Candy says, Shanu gifted him the jacket from the behind the scenes of God. Did he? Did he? How come I can't remember that? No way. But no, okay, but I remember, yeah. I remember Shanu did give him a gift. That's right. But I did not realize it was that jacket. Oh my, oh my. See, Candy, being she's a Shanu bias fan, and that you remember this detail and that you recognize him wearing that's just impressive. That's very impressive. And also thank you for letting us all know, and also me as well. I just that just touches my heart. It just really touched my heart that he was wearing the jacket that Shanu gave him. And Shanu, I guess it's rich. I can't imagine how rich he is, but he always gives gifts with the luxury items, which you guys know is like at least $1,000. Like Shanu, how much money do you have? I'm very curious. But then I want to assume all the members are quite rich like that, right? So it's just so interesting. But also Shanu is such a generous, loving person, as we know. So adorable. Stephanie says, Tavi must be a viewer of yours. That would be hilarious. would be hilarious. I doubt it. Of course not. Davi, if you're watching, just want to say thank you so much. If by chance he ever does watch, who knows? But just want to say, Davi, thank you so much for telling Gion and I am to sing Broken Heart. And I hope that you go on Midnight Idol again. No, I don't know if he knows English. Does he know English? Should I say it? I mean, should I say it in Korean? Okay, just no. I'm kind of embarrassed every time when I speak Korean to you guys, to be honest. But it's okay. I want to assume he'll know some English. So Davi, I hope you um go on Midnight Idol again and sing more songs with Gion and I am, and maybe do another chance at Broken Heart that maybe they can sing it better a second time. That's all to say. Anyways, thank you, Davi, and I've always been your fan. I mean, because I like that song. The song that I played. I've always liked that song, but I didn't know that it was him that made that song. So yeah, but I'm more of your fan now. Anyways, thank you, Davi. Okay. Anyways, um Mongmong says no. I'm on Monbebe since their debut. You Mongmong. Okay, okay. So Mongmong says she's been a Monbebe since their debut. It's because I have already watched another group concert in January, and you were in your last year of high school. Okay. So my mom said this is the last, and you need to focus on your exams. Okay. 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 So I'm sorry that I assumed you weren't a Monbebe at the time. So now I understand the whole picture. You were a Monbebe, but then you were in your last year of high school and you went to a group concert already before and you had to focus on your exams. You can't regret that, okay? That's something you can't regret. It's that one we have to say is bad timing, okay? That's all it is. Was bad time because yeah, your last year in high school is very important. So I would be like your mom too. I would say the same thing, but even though it was the last time to see MX7, which is again very sad, of course, that's very sad, but don't have regrets about it. Just sadly was bad timing. That's all it was. Okay, so don't feel bad about it. And after COVID is over, and we don't know what exactly will happen once their 7-year contract comes up, so just wait and see, and hopefully we can all travel around the world soon and we see MX together one day, hopefully soon. Yep. Yep. Okay. Rike says, "Oh, I had the same problem. No free ticket though. Oh, I could have seen them in summer and autumn of 2019, but I wasn't a hardcore Monbebe. Again, I don't think you guys should regret it, okay? Destiny happens when destiny happens, okay? If you weren't hardcore one bit and that's why you didn't want to go, what can we do? So, yeah, that sucks. Of course, it sucks, but don't regret it, guys. Okay, it's just all either bad timing or just wasn't our destiny. But here we are now. We love them all fully, and we are all on board. Okay, and we ain't gonna come off anytime soon, right, guys? I mean, I feel like I'm not gonna get off for a while. So yeah, just enjoy what we have now, and then what we can experience now, and look forward to the future. Okay, let's not think about the past. I'm always that kind of mindset as well. Don't think about the past anymore. Only moving forward. All right. Um, Momo says, I don't want to mess up with my mom and being a bad daughter. I agree. I agree on that. Don't want to mess with your mom. Okay. My mom is also, kind of like not really a tiger mom, but she's a very strict mom. Okay. So I understand you. Okay. I also don't want to go against my mom and I want to be a good daughter as well. So I'm glad that you chose that as well. And no regrets, just bad timing. That's it. That's it. Moving on. Rike says, it's time to pick up Shanu from the kindergarten. We need him back. I know we have 525-ish days left. It's okay. It's okay. He will be back soon. Okay, so don't ever feel like he's never gonna come back. He will come back. We just have to keep waiting. 520-ish days left. We got it, guys. We got it. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. Momo says, at Rike, you regret it, don't you? And I sure you hope you didn't. Rike says, of course, Momo. Okay, but it wouldn't have been the best experience if I went. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Rike. Yeah. I would regret not being a super fan. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it's really sad that you weren't a super fan at the time. But again, destiny is destiny. It's okay. Like I said, guys, no more past thinking. Move forward. All right, we're gonna be moving forward, and that's all that matters now. Rike says, I want to see Sweetheart in concert. Okay, Sweetheart is the English title of what? If you guys know what's the Korean title. So Sweetheart, is it 백설탕, which literally translates to white sugar? Is that the song you guys are saying with Sweetheart? Let me know, please. Mong says, haha, it turns out my exams finished like in May or June, and my birthday was in August. V heartbeat was in August. So that doesn't make sense. So if you finished your exams, why couldn't you go to V heartbeat then in August? Okay, it's okay. Whatever was the reason that you couldn't go because you didn't want to be a bad daughter, I understand, okay? It's more important your relationship with your mother than ruining it, okay? So it's all good. Momo says, so I'm hoping that MX and Wano will collab as soon as possible. I agree too. I'm always hoping that we will see all 7 of them again very soon. I'm always hoping. So let's not lose hope. Minyox Moon says, I was lucky to become a Monbibit a year before the world tour. Indeed, I know I'm jealous, but that's just our destiny. When it happens, it's all good. And so I hope that Minyox Moon, enjoyed everything during that time. Yes. Chanyo says, yes, sweetheart is white sugar. Okay, good to know. Sweetheart, when you guys mentioned that, sweetheart is white sugar. Okay, I can remember that because sweets and then with sugar. Okay, great. Peg Tongue in concert. So I felt like they were performing that recently. Didn't they perform that recently? But Rike is saying she wants to see it live in concert, which of course you should. I mean, all their songs sung live are always amazing. So, one day, once the pandemic is over, when will it be over? I'm not sure, guys, but just keep hoping and just keep moving forward. Like I said, guys, okay? Keep moving forward. Rike says, but I own their world tour DVDs. Great. Enjoy the DVDs is also really nice to experience that again. But then also we will look forward to the future stuff once they come for sure. Rike says Pekso Tang. Yes, yeah, and she wrote Pekso Tang in Korean. Thank you very much, guys. I remember that from now on. Mongwon says, by the way, what made you decide to be a Monbebe? Wait, Mongwon, are you asking to me, right? Wait, I could have sworn Mongwon, you already know my story. You don't know my story? Okay, but to anyone here who's new and don't know my story, I thought you guys would know already. Okay, so and to anyone out there who's watching this and wants to know how I became a monbebe, so it was during jealousy era. So during jealousy era, as you guys know, I'm a shopping business called My K Shopper. So I started me and a co-founder. So we started My K Shopper in the summer of 2017, and I wasn't a monbebe at the time. So the co-founder of mine of us, the co-founder, okay, the co-founder, she came up with the idea. I didn't think of the idea. She came up with the idea saying, let's try this. And I'm like, okay, sure. And so, I'm just living in Korea doing my own thing. And then we started this business, My K Shopper. And then few months into it, like many people really needed our help, which was just crazy. Okay, I was just really, really amazed that so many people were finding us to help with them shop in Korea. And I was like, anyway, so it was very new at the time, but then later in 2018 during jealousy era, I got a customer that asked me to get her some stuff of Monster X, and I wasn't into Monster X at all. Like I've heard of them, but I was like, okay, but I have no interest in them. But this thanks to this customer though. So long story short, thanks to this customer, when I was starting to buy things for her with Monster X, I naturally became a fan of Monster X. And like what really solidified for me was that during jealousy era, um I I I got to know Mos X more as people. So knowing who they are as people, which you couldn't really get to know them if you only know them as a singer, but just suddenly going deeper into it and knowing them all as people and realizing they were all super amazing people. That is basically what made me into a Monbibit, and I can never go back ever since then. Mm-hmm. So here I am 3.5 years later, and I'm still a Monbibit, and it's thanks to this company that me and co-founder made, My K Shopper, that I isn't that crazy? Yeah, it's crazy. And so it's also another crazy thing is that like 90% of our customers are Monbibis, but they just naturally, found me after I became a Monbibit, and then all of them just came at me out of nowhere. It's just crazy, okay? It's just really crazy destiny in some sense, like even though I wish I found out about Monster X in 2015, but I had no interest in them. Even when I found out about them in 2016 was my first time finding out Monster X, but still I had no interest in them. But yeah, it wasn't until 2018, and because of My K Shopper business. Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. So I'm gonna be going soon. Okay, bye. I hope you guys liked my story. Okay, Momo says, "Oh, I think I forgot it. It's all good." But yeah, and I just decided to share again. Um, Sarah says, "Oh, I am a Monbebe since debut. Cool, cool, very cool. And didn't see them What? you never saw them live, even though you've been a Monbebe since debut? Is it because they just never went to your country, I guess? Which sucks. Like, you don't need to say what country you're from, but of course there are many countries that Monster X haven't performed in yet, so that makes me sad. But surely one day, Sarah, you will see them live, okay? Surely, surely. I hope very soon after the pandemic is over, you know. Okay, anyways, Rike says my experience is funny. A mutual on Twitter got a reply by Juhan, and I was very impressed by it. And YouTube suggested me the YouTube videos of Ol Olli and Juhani. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The little his little niece. Yeah, yeah. So I loved Juhani because he was a sweetheart, and I started to go into Monbebe world. Are you kidding me? I know this is my first time hearing Rike's story of how she became a Monbebe, but what? What? That's a crazy coincidence. That's a crazy coincidence. But then also that made you become a Monbebe from seeing Oli with Juhani. That's so oh my gosh. Okay, see, we all have crazy stories of how we became Monbebes. Isn't that crazy? Wow. Okay, anyways, glad that made you into a Monbebe, Rike, and you're not gonna go back now. Okay, once you become a Monbebe, you are here for life, right? I feel like most of us are. Like, we can never come out of it afterwards. So, anyways, yes, enjoy the ride. Yeah. Momon says for me, it's because of Gihyun's video singing "Heya." I'm shocked. So that song "Heya," he sang that in No Mercy show. Wow. So personally for me, okay, this is only my personal opinion. Okay, even though I'm Gihyun biased, you guys know this, right? I'm Gihyun biased, but I remember seeing that video of Gihyun singing "Heya," and I had no feelings. I know, I don't know why. Okay, I had no feelings about it. Like, he sang it fine, but I was like, it's not, I don't know, not feeling it. I know, but I do think I do think Gion is one of the best K-pop singers I've ever heard. Like, his talent in singing is so good compared to like any other K-pop singers I could think of. But okay, there are many K-pop singers that sing better than Gion. Of course, I think Gion like has a very very amazing talent at singing. So yeah, so don't get me wrong. I love Gion for more reasons than his singing. Okay, so I'm not a fan of his singing tone. Now that I think about it, his singing tone, I'm not a fan of, but I think he's an amazing singer. He's amazing. Okay, so but his Heya performance, given he sang that song pre-debut, so he wasn't like super amazing. He's still like kind of like a rookie singer, you know? Yeah, so he was like a rookie singer. So I wasn't fully impressed with his performance of Heya. I know I'm such a black sheep. I know. Am I really a Gion bias? I don't know. Okay, so I'm a black sheep, but that's amazing that you became his fan after seeing his Heya performance. That's wild to me. Okay, so I'm really glad that came that that got you. Okay, um, um, okay, okay. Tanya said I bought tickets to the Fingerheart Festival. Yeah, I remember it was in Germany. Was it in Germany, France or Germany? One. Yeah, and then to see Monsta X because I really wanted to see a K-pop group at least once. Okay, I didn't know much about them. Then I wanted to learn more about them before the festival. And I totally fell in love with them and knew Gion was my bias before I saw them live in September 2019. That is crazy. I Chanya, you are a new fan, but also that's crazy that you just, wanted to go see a K-pop group and you ended up becoming a Monbebe and then, Gion bias before you saw them, but you still, felt something for Gion. So, wow, what a ride. What a ride. You guys have crazy stories too of how you became Monbebes, but this is awesome to hear. Really awesome. Rike says, but I already knew Shanu and Wano because of Mama. Oh, okay, okay. So you kind of knew about Monsta X, yeah, before you became hardcore Monbebe, but you knew of them, yeah, because of Mama. I mean, their Mama performance, Shanu and Wano. I mean, that still it goes down in history, but sadly they can never talk about it again. Because Wano is associated with it. But yeah, I'm really glad many fans actually know them because of that. It's so interesting for me to see. Rike says, Tanya, are you German? I forgot. Oh, okay. Oh, wait. Personal things I shouldn't say. Okay, yeah. Tanya said, oh, yeah. Okay, so that's your guys' personal conversation. Stephanie says, yeah, they haven't performed in Sweden, so I had to fly to London. Oh, girlfriend, how far away is Sweden to London? If I remember my geography correctly, that's pretty far, isn't it? Oh, Stephanie, I commend you, but I hope you had no regrets about it. Surely not, right, Stephanie? So I hope you enjoy it. But yeah, I can't ever remember them ever planning to go to Sweden because Sweden, Sweden. I know, so sad about Sweden, but hope you still enjoyed it in London. Momo says, I'm gonna go to sleep now. You should, and I should as well. Okay, she says, bye. Have a nice sleep, my K shopper, and have a nice day, everyone. You too, Momo, and hopefully see you again next time. Yeah, Rige says, have a good rest, and you guys saying good night. Yes, yes, yes. Chanya said, at Momo, yeah, yeah, thanks. Okay, and Rike says, you were talking about Destiny before. Yeah, yes. I lost track of what exactly we're talking about, but yes, yes. I'm trying to. It's okay. We'll bring it up next time. I think. Okay. Rike says, and of course, I had to like the music too. Not only Honey, of course, or not only Honey, but you also like the music, which is great. That's all was all. It all came in all together well. Yes, yes. Chanyo said, at my K shopper, the first time I saw him performing Heya, I didn't really feel it either. Get out of here! Something is wrong with me, haha. No, no, something is wrong with us, okay? So I'm glad I'm not the only one. I always feel like the black sheep in a lot of things. So I'm so glad someone out there is a black sheep like me. Okay, okay. But I fell in love with it later. And listened to it on repeat. Wow. At least Chanyo, you start liking it later. I still don't like it even right now. I know I'm a terrible Gian bias fan. Yeah, so I still don't like it even until now. I would not go find it to watch it. I don't know what's wrong with me. But anyways, I think he's a great singer, but Heya performance, I'm still not a fan of it. Okay, okay, let me move on so I don't like dig myself a digger hole, a deeper hole. Okay, anyways, Stephanie said, I watched No Mercy with my parents and sister. We're a musical family, and we all thought he sang Heya so well. I'm glad to hear that. Of course, glad to hear that. I'm a black sheep, 100%. So glad to hear that you guys love it as a musical family. And then Nan said, my friend was a Moonbibit before me and kept telling me to listen to Alligator. It was comeback time. But I told her it wasn't my style. It wasn't until I listened to the Clan 2.5 that I was hooked. Awesome to hear, Nancy. Whoa. Whoa, that is great. I love to hear you guys' stories on this. That's so interesting. All you guys' stories. Wow. Um, Stephanie says, my parents think very technically, and even my dad was like, dang, no wonder he's in the group. So interesting. What is wrong with me that I don't like Heya? Is there something wrong with me? There must be. Okay, well, like I said, I'm not a fan of Gihan's tone. Like he has this kind of tone that I'm not a fan of. You know, he sings beautifully, right? But that tone he has, I'm not a fan of it. But I still love to listen to him sing. I still do. But Heya is one of the performers I don't want to ever like look or listen to again. Unless he sings Heya again now, maybe he would sing it better now than he did on No Mercy, then maybe I would like it. But I personally still would not go listen to Heya No Mercy performance. There's something wrong with me indeed that all you guys say it's so good, but here I am. So interesting. Okay, anyways, Rike says, oh, and watching No Mercy was the first thing I did. Good that you did. I was scared by Hyungwon. Y'all remember that scene? I do know exactly what you're saying about that scene. It scared me too, but yeah, it was technically a joke. Yeah, yeah. Chanyo said, Gion was jumping around like crazy during Fallen and Rodeo right in front of me. I saw his face so clearly. Oh, Gion is always so into performing like on stage. Like that's his bread and butter. Is that the right expression? Yeah, he is like he loves it so much and he shows it very obviously. So I'm glad that, you fell for him because of him, loving what he's doing basically, which is a very attractive quality for sure. Sarah says, as a Shawa, I didn't know you were a Shawa. Welcome. I was so happy to hear Gian's cover of Heya. Oh wow. Okay, so Shawa is a fan of Shiny, and so Shiny, a Shiny member Jonghyun, he is the one that sang Heya. Like that's his song that he sang Heya like by himself, and yeah, and then Gion decided to do a cover of it. Yeah, I know. So I love Jonghyun's. I love the original version. Jonghyun singing it. Okay, it's beautiful. Yes. And for some reason, I'm not a fan of the way Gion sings it, which again, I'm pretty sure is just because I'm not a fan of Gion's tone that he sang it in. That's okay. I have my preference. I can't go back on it. And I should stop digging myself a hole right now. So I'm gonna move on. Okay. Chanyo said at Nance same. I didn't like it at first. Now I love it. Okay. are you guys talking about alligators? I'm trying to remember the last thing Nancy said. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, it's so interesting. Yeah, do you guys okay? Vicky said, I really like when Gion sings songs with rock influences versus ballads. Wow. Really? Okay, so Gion singing rock songs, which he has done covers of, they're great. Yes, they're great. But I, for some reason, really prefer him singing ballads. Even though I'm not a fan of Hea. Okay, I'm just contradicting myself. Okay, I don't know what I usually like most things that Gion sings. Okay, let me just like get this out of the way. Like most things he sings, I'm a huge fan of. But some of the songs that I'm not a huge fan of is Hea. I'm not a huge fan of his natural cover. It gets very rockish and it's like a lot of like high screaming. I'm not a huge fan of it. So Believer is amazing, but natural, I feel like it's a little bit too much. So yeah, I'm not a fan of that one. Other than that, all of his other cover songs, all the other songs he sings are amazing. Okay, so only those two I have issues with, and that is all. I really hope like my Gion bias card would not be taken from me. I'm gonna try and keep it as long as possible. Yeah, that's just me being honest with you guys, and let's move on. Okay, Rike says, I have to say that Jonghyun has to be the best vocalist. I know. I always miss Jonghyun, by the way. I always miss him. And his, yeah, vocal ability is always so beautiful and so amazing. And I used to be a Shawa, by the way, to Sarah. I used to be a Shawa. I really was for like a few months. I know, not super long, but I really was for a few months. I was so into Shiny during those few months. But then, sadly, I came out of it, and that's a story for another time. But I was super, super into Shiny for a few months, and Jonghyun was my bias, by the way. So that's why I still have a soft spot for Jonghyun and why I still miss him. But yeah. He was a really good vocalist, yeah. Rike says I'm also a Shawa. Oh, okay, glad to hear. I mean, I can't say I'm a Shawa now because I'm not like super into Shiny, not like how I used to be. But I still like their songs and who they are as people. I still, I would still like them, but I'm not like their huge fan. Yeah. So just FYI. Okay. Stephanie says it's not that far actually. Oh, really? It was about 2 to 3 hours by plane. That's kind of far, Stephanie. That's kind of far. And I had a fun time flying for the first time. Wow, your first time flying. It was to London. Awesome to hear. But 2 to 3 hours is actually kind of long. But short at the same time. I understand you. It's both long and short. Okay, but yeah. Awesome to hear. Vicky says Rike with crying. And then Vicky says Jonghyun is my bias and shiny. Get out of here, fellow Jonghyun bias fans. Yay. Yeah, let's not be sad. Okay, let's not be sad. I always miss him, of course, but special place in my heart forever. So yeah. Minirk Spoon says, I have gone other side of Europe to see them. Ooh, no regrets. Ooh, yeah, you shouldn't. Yeah. Actually traveled half of Europe just to follow their tour. Hey, if I was living in Europe, I might do the same too. Okay, actually, I kind of did that already in Asia. Like I've seen Monster X in Japan and Thailand. The only other two countries besides Korea I went to go fly to see them, and it was okay, but sadly would never do that again for totally non-related reasons. But yeah, but within Europe, I assume would be so fun to do. So I would do the same. Yeah. Vicky says his voice was so unique and special. I agree. I agree. Rike says Vicky and send emoji, and then Rike says baby cheese is my bias. I know who baby cheese is. So like even though I said I'm not a huge shiny fan, but I know baby cheese. I know. Baby cheese is Temin. Yes. He's so cute. Yeah. And glad to know that he's your bias. Temin. Yeah, he already went to the military, but he'll be back soon, of course. Chanyo said, add my K shopper. Haha, don't worry about digging holes. Girlfriend. Okay, but she said, don't worry. Everybody is different. I actually think it's adorable. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. Even though, as you guys obviously see, I'm the biggest black sheep out there, right? Especially for Gion's Hea cover, but thank you for saying that. Thank you. Rige says we as fans don't have to like everything. Thank you for saying that, but still, like Gion bias card. I know still. Okay. But keeping it respectful is important. Of course, I really enjoy to hear all you guys' opinion, and of course, never lie. Always be honest with everything you say, just like how I am, how honest I am about all my preferences and stuff. But thank you that we all respect each other, of course. But do understand I accept myself when I'm a huge black sheep, as you guys see. But Yeah, but I try and keep my bias card without getting it revoked as much as possible. Yes, yes. Um Stephanie says it's just a taste thing. A person can sing perfectly and still not be considered good by some. His voice is just not always your style. Stephanie, thank you so much for understanding me. That's exactly why I don't like his Hea performance. It's just not my style the way, yeah, even though I love him so much and I think he is such a talented singer, but that Hea performance, it just does nothing for me. It's so weird. Yeah, yeah. So, anyways, thank you very much for understanding me, and no more digging my hole. Okay, no more digging this hole. So let's move on. Um. Rike says, I love Sean Yu's tone in general. He does have a nice tone. I agree with that. Joey says, your show is fun to watch. I'm so glad, even though I can't believe it's almost been 2 hours. I'm gonna go soon, guys. I will, but I'm so glad that you've been enjoying watching. And she said, let's get you some sponsors. You're so adorable. Rike. The number one company that I wish to find me is Naver. Naver now. Find me soon, please. But yes, I hope that would be so great, right? And she said, thank you once again. I enjoyed it as always. Have a good night. Stay healthy, everyone. Thank you very much, Joey, and hopefully see you next time. Chanyo said, I love both natural and believer. That's awesome. Again, I don't know why I don't like natural, okay? Let's not dig my hole any further. But yes, I love believer though. And his other cover that he uploaded, Anna Jo, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Anna Jo, it means like hug me. That one is beautiful. And then his latest one, a little bit of love, that was beautiful too. So yeah, I like all of them except for natural. Okay, anyways, but I mean, natural is not bad. I still enjoyed natural, but just not something I want to go back and watch again. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm okay just watching it a few times. It was good, and then I'm like, it, yeah, that's it. Yeah. Enrique says I'm not a rock fan in general, but I listen to the songs because of Gian. Mm, I'm yeah. I'm actually the same. Like when he, likes this rock song, and then I go listen to it, and I'm like, okay, it's fine, but I'm like, oh, I'm not into it, but that's okay. And then I like the way that he sings it, and I'm like, okay, and then that's it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We each have our own preferences. Um, Sarah says Taemin is my first ultimate. Whoa, in K-pop, and Jonghyun will forever be one of the best vocalists. I agree, but also, wow, that Taemin is your for. Wow, that's a great position to have for Taemin. Taemin is amazing. So I feel you, Sarah, and yeah, Jonghyun, as we know. Yes, yes. Stephanie said Jonghyun made the Korean version, I believe. But Heya is actually a Spanish song. That's right. It's originally a Spanish song. Yeah, yeah. Called Y si fuera era. Y si fuera era. If I'm remembering my Spanish, I'm so sorry, guys. Which means if it were her. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Y si fuera era. Yeah, and then they did the Korean version. Heya. Yes, yes, exactly. Exactly. I remember that. Yes. Sarah says I miss him so much. I know. I know. Later, I definitely will play shiny songs in the future on Radio Lies, and then we can enjoy the feels together. Like let's miss him, but just remember he's always in our hearts. Okay. Yeah. Joey says, wait, are we not ending the show yet? I know, Joey. I know. I'm gonna end very soon. I promise. Okay. I thought I heard you say goodbye already. I know, Joey. I know. I'm gonna go soon. It's already 2 a.m. in Korea, and I should talk quieter. So I'm gonna go soon. Yes, I'm gonna try and read quickly and respond quickly. Okay. Chanya said, "Oh, haha! I didn't know Tim's nickname is Baby Cheese. That's so cute. I know it is so cute. One of my friends who is a hardcore Shawa, she explained to me why his nickname is Baby Cheese. But if you guys want to figure out later, or I'll explain next time. It's very cute. His nickname of Baby Cheese. Rike says, I was so ready to see MX in Berlin and London, but COVID happened. I know, and they said not one single word about the tour in Europe. I know. I know. I feel like maybe because it's not possible to happen because of COVID. Because I read the news that new COVID cases, I mean, in Europe are sadly really getting serious now, right? So I think that's also a reason. But also, I feel like they wouldn't have time to do a European tour, sadly. Because the expiration of their contract soon, so I feel like that's why. Sadly, I know. So but let's keep waiting. We don't know yet, but keep waiting and let's hope for the best. And seriously, let's hope the pandemic ends soon. Yeah. Rike says Temin is a cute savage. That's right. Chanyo said at Rike, yeah, I've been waiting for them to announce something about Europe, but sadly, I know. Sadly, I feel like don't have expectations. I know it's really sad, but I feel like it's a little bit not possible at the moment. But I'll still be hoping for you guys for Europe. Um, Barbara says, yes, Shanu impressed me more. Glad to hear. Rike says, Sarah, your taste is great. Sarah with a heart. Rike says, I love having our little chat here. Me too. It's so nice to talk with many of you guys that I haven't chatted with in a long time. So that's why I've been talking for almost 2 hours now, but it's been all worth it. I'm going to go soon, guys. I'm really sorry, but hopefully I'll come do more middle of the night lives maybe in a week, maybe. But like every so often I could come in the middle of the night, which I know matches with a lot of you guys' time zones. So until next time, whenever that could be, Joey says Shawnu's voice. I'm glad, of course, given Shawnu bias here, but yeah, Shawnu's voice as well. Very, very nice. I do agree. Rige says, plus with my key shopper. I'm glad, of course, yes. Stephanie says, gonna make a quick voice recording to let you know how it sounds. Oh, yes, sure, okay. Rige says, Taemin is literally the ace of K-pop and Mama is rigged. Oh, I'm glad I don't care about nominations though. Okay, Mama Awards, it's always been rigged ever since, like, I don't know, for the past 10 years, however long Mama has been. So don't worry about that, guys. Okay, Mama is always like the way they do their nominations is not based on anything. It seems like kind of random, in my opinion. Okay, so Monster X not really being nominated. Like, yeah, Temin got, yeah. Don't worry, guys. It's always like that about Mama. So don't worry. Okay. Okay, I did I finish reading all comments? Okay, or maybe you guys stopped because I have to go. Okay, if you guys stopped, thanks though, but it's all good. If you guys have any last ending comments, for real, last ending comments, and then I'm gonna go. But I'm gonna play the ending song, and then I'll read the ending comments, and then for sure I'm gonna go. Okay, so the final song for today's radio show, I already planned this. One of my favorite songs by Monster X, and I want to assume you guys too. It is Someone's Someone by Monster X. Oh, 1 second. I totally forgot to set this up. 1 second, but yes, it's gonna be Someone's Someone. At the time when Someone was released, it's like my favorite, just one of my favorite songs from Monster X, and I still love it until now. But I'm not sure if Someone is now my top favorite because they've made new songs that I love even more. But still, Someone is just so special to me. Okay, final song, Someone's Someone by Monster X. Oh, okay.
Maybe this is crazy just to wonder if there's someone made for you. Sunshine when it's raining over lovers in the shade of color blue. Is there someone to give it all? We all wanna be someone with somebody we can live it down. We all wanna be someone we can live without. So completely perfect with no reasons up for people you meant to lose. Someone full of secrets in the shadows reading skills, breaking through. Is there someone to give it all? We all wanna be someone with somebody we can live it out. We all wanna be someone we can live it out. Someone we can live it out. Someone we can live it out.
Great ending song, right? So that's why I picked it. Yeah, okay. Final comments, and then I'm gonna go. Okay, Rike says, The cases there in Europe are on fire, really bad. My friend got exposed to COVID too. I'm really sorry to hear that. Yeah, I heard that briefly in the news. So stay safe, every one of you guys who are in Europe right now. And let's really hope this pandemic ends soon. That's all I have to say. But 100% be careful, guys, out there. Sarah says, I need to go. Thank you as always. Goodbye. Good timing, Sarah. I'm going now. So bye, Sarah, and hopefully see you next time. Chanyo said, bye. Sleep well. And thank you for the chat. I really enjoyed it. Have a great day or night, everyone. Thank you again. You're welcome. And hopefully see you again next time, Chanyo. And have a good day, everyone, and night. Barbara says, bye, everyone. Yes. And Tanya says, someone officially made her into a monbebe. Get out of here. It was also released on her birthday. Pretty much was like destiny. So, and she said that wasn't the reasoning though. I totally understand. But someone is a very, very good song in so many ways. And I actually haven't heard that song in a while because, like, in the beginning when it was released, I was super into it. I loved the song so much. But then, after a while, I'm like, oh, I'm good now. I don't need to listen to it anymore. I don't know why. So I don't know. So that song, I guess, I grew out of it, but I still love it every time when I hear it. But it's not something that I want to listen to all the time now. So but still, I love the song a lot and glad it made Chanyo into a monbibit. Woot woot. Nance said, thank you for doing this. You're welcome and thank you for joining me, Nance. She said, I love the concept of I'm glad you do like this new radio show I started. Yeah. I'll try to log on when I can. I hope so too. Great. And have a good night, sweet dreams. Thank you very much and have a good day, Nancy. Um Stephanie says, all right, you should definitely head to bed. I will. 2 a.m. is usually when I should be sleeping. You know, these days I haven't been able to sleep early anyway, so that's why I was like, I could do a radio show, and I was thinking it would be short, but of course it doesn't. I know. So, anyways, yeah, I will go to sleep very soon. Thank you again. And she said, ignore the voice recording and go to bed. I'll hear it tomorrow. And then, right after, yeah, good night and sweet dreams. Thank you, and you have a good day, Stephanie. Rike says, oh yes, love the All About Love songs. They also dropped Breathe for Me in the middle of my standing process. I love Breathe for Me too. I don't think it's copyright, so I'm just always thinking like, could I play them in a future radio show? And I think I could. So, anyways, yes, future radio shows, get ready for them. Rike says, someone we can't live without. Yes. And Enrique says, thank you and sleep well. Thank you, I will. And you guys have a good day. Joey says, good night. And you too, Joey, have a good night. And just want to say for future radio shows is that I thought I would come again tomorrow, November 13th, because that's gonna be the first episode of Hyungwon's drama. But I decided I need to take a longer break. So the next time I'll come will be on November 14th Korea time, and that's when we could talk about Hyungwon's drama, the first episode, and Concept Photos version 3 will be out on the 14th. So I should come in the morning/afternoon of the 14th Korea time. FYI, guys. So until then, have a good day and night and kind of weekend. Yeah, I'll see you at the end of the weekend. Yeah. So until next time, bye, you guys. Bye.